Oh, hold on. Chill. He put his glasses on. All right.
I would have brought my glasses holder.
Yeah, what the fuck? We didn't get the memo.
No, I wear glasses. I read.
So do I.
Yeah, so do we.
You do too?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know. I just wore them
I
last
didn't know
week.
we're going to become the old
dude.
man podcast like this.
How can you see, though?
What do you mean, how can I see?
They're dirty.
Shit's dirty as fuck, boy.
That's why his phone can't even tell the difference. Excuse you guys. Excuse us for the last video.
See, we clown each other. This is how.
We're rolling with the punches.
It makes life, There are people who clown me.
You'll be like those babies that see their mom for the first time when they have glasses.
They're
and shit.
fucked
Like,
up, dog. Those racist. That's fucked up. That's not racist, but the kids that are blind.
The little babies that can't see. They put glasses on. They see their mom for the first time.
I've never seen that.
Oh, we'll put a video up.
I'll look up that. That's crazy. Like they just.
Oh shit! Hey, ma.
So they put glasses on like infants.
Yeah.
Yeah, little babies.
And then they were finally.
They're literally blind.
They're like, oh shit! They're like, what the fuck is this, dude?
Like this is what's up.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
Oh, that's what you look like, bitch.
Oh man. I gotta tell you, and I'm sure this is a thing. Friday sparred, and I got hit harder than I've ever been hit before. It's not a challenge to anybody who spars me, by the way. Like, I'm going to talk. This is not a challenge.
We were there the whole day, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Right. I think you might have
No,
saw
I saw after it happened. Who were you sparring?
Smiley.
Oh, that's
He caught
right.
you?
Yeah,
He
that's
caught
right.
me. I was going inside. I was doing really good because right before you put me in, you said, be patient, take your time. And I was doing really good. But then my brain was like, press him. And I went in, and I was doing well, but then I dropped my left.
That always happens.
And he just blonked. And he did. He goes, "You okay?" I was like, "I'm fine." And then I was like, "I need my 8 count."
All I remember seeing, I turned back and he's like, in the corner. I was like, oh, he caught one.
Because I was seeing double. Like my eyeball still. Because they get a flush in the eyeball. That's what happened, and it was like, fuck, I gotta get a new one. And then I just gave myself an 8 count and got back in there. But I was really like, I might only get 1 round today. And then I was proud of myself. I just took the breaths and got back in there.
I mean, Smiley's strong, bro.
He is.
Yeah, he's strong.
He is. That's why, I don't hesitate to get in the ring with him, because it's like one day I'm gonna make him miss. He's got it so cocked. It's just, shout out to Smiley.
You know what's funny about Smiley? Him and Adam. I think you changed his name because there can be two Adams.
LD.
LD, they're getting better, bro. Both of them.
LD's getting good too.
Yeah, they've been consistent. Both of them.
What's up with LD? Why?
El DeBarge. So his name is Adam. His name is Adon.
God, dude.
Doesn't like him though. Huh?
You see it? You see it?
Think about it.
She ain't need to think about it. It's there. It's right there. His name is, so, we know my proclivity for nicknames, but if you show up to the gym and you got my name, you getting a nickname.
Proclivity. The glasses. You know what? I'm going to wear glasses from now on.
Classes start today.
There was a trash can there before.
happened
No,
to
there
the trash
was
can?
never.
There definitely was a
It
trash
has
can there.
been months since there was a trash can over there.
Well, now there's one again.
There's now trash over there. You ever see that?
pick it
It's
up
like,
right
if
now.
I make this, I'm not schizophrenic. You ever see that
No.
meme? It's like the dude would be like, if I make this, I'm not schizophrenic. Then he'll shoot it, and there's no trash can there. But what was I
You know
saying?
what? That reminded me today. I walked in the gym and I seen this dude jumping with an imaginary jump rope.
Oh, I didn't understand that. But the guys were fucking with him, James. He's like, jump rope. But he's like, where they at? One of those guys that ask a bunch of questions. And then James, I looked and I was like, I was about to say, you want us to hand you one? But before I even said that, James goes, pretend you're jumping pretend you have one in your hands. So the guy was jumping out there, bro. I was like, this. He did like 10 minutes of it.
He fucking did. And then he walked over to Jason. Now what do we do? He's like, oh, just shadow box. And
How do you
he's
do
like,
that?
Yeah, you do that. He's like, just pretend you're finding somebody. I was like, he was pretending to jump rope.
That's why James is my favorite person. Just to make somebody do that. Just pretend.
It's just like, hey, are you the coach?
No, man.
Are you the coach here?
Oh, that is
My
brilliant.
first day.
Man, what was I saying? So where are we today? We are on, the podcast is around 62, I think, 62 or 63.
Is it? Did I give any? I didn't give suggestions this week, huh?
We
feel like
kind
I
of
did.
chatted
Everything's
throughout
meshing
the
together.
week
Yeah,
just
huh?
about this and that. One thing, Coach showed a clip. What was the clip of the kids?
Which one? sent two,
nobody's
that's why.
shaking hands. Somebody not shaking
Oh,
hands.
it was
yeah,
the
yeah,
females. Yeah. It was a girl from Ukraine. I think it was fencing, right?
Yes, it was fencing.
All right.
The girl from Ukraine didn't want to shake the girl from Russia's hand. But in the beginning, they didn't say that. I just said, would you shake something about
Your
like,
enemy.
Would you shake your enemy's hand?
Mm-hmm.
And she left her there. She didn't shake her hand. And I was like, that's fucked up when I first saw it. And then I watched the whole thing. And then I was just like, fuck, would it be so hard to shake somebody's hand who their people invaded our people? I know it's not them, but it's just a battle of pride. Like, this thing.
The way I saw it too, it was crazy because they're fencing, right? They're fencing, and then I guess the match is over, and she wants to come over. The other chick, the Russian chick, wants to come over and shake her hand. And what tripped me out was like she stuck her sword out. She's like, no. You know what I mean? She's like, no, don't get close. But I guess towards the end, she like explained that fucking why would I shake her hand if there's no peace like in like our countries and shit? I was gonna burn it to death.
So there was no personal beef between them. It was political.
Yeah, it's
beef.
more like there's got to be peace in the world. I guess I don't know. That's kind of what I took. That's what I took from it. There's got to be peace in my because the Ukrainian chicks. There's got to be peace in my country. Before I actually shake somebody's.
That's some pressure, though. Imagine, like.
No, when I saw it, I was just like, come on. But then it was like Ukraine and Russia. I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But it's, I would say suck it up, shake their hand, be the bigger person. It's from my experience as a black person, it's like black people, minorities. I'm just going to say minorities, non-white people. I'm just going to say non-white people smile in more people's faces than they want to, like day to day. It's like, here's this motherfucker. It's like you just kind of smile and move on instead of just being openly hostile. I guess one thing I compared it to the Little League World Series, which is going on right now. And one thing that's happening that I'm like, get somebody make this stop. When a pitcher hits a kid goes to first, they're hugging now. The pitcher is hugging the kid he hit. And I'm like, this is too much. This is not, because last year.
Wait, you don't mind a kid hugging, or you do mind them hugging?
I do mind it. I don't like it. But
you want the girl to shake the other girl's hand.
There's a guy. That's got to be the middle ground. Like, I would say, hey, I'm having a hard time shaking that person's hand. Like, I would say, suck it up. Like your fighter doesn't want to touch gloves or be cordial at the weigh-in.
I don't run their life, but I'm gonna tell them why not.
Exactly. That's what I'm gonna do.
If they say no, then I just hear them out and tell them, okay, that's your decision.
Exactly. But now, if it's my Little League baseball team, I'm going to pull the pitchers aside and say, hey, if you hit one of these kids and then you hug them, I'm benching you in the next game. You hit the kid and you tip your hat. Like in baseball, you tip your hat, you show respect like that. There's ways to do it, but just stopping the game for a hug, to me, that's I don't know. Like last year, there was a big thing. The kid took another kid's head off, and he got up, he walked to first, and then the pitcher was shaking up.
Oh, I seen that one. And the first baseman came and hugged him.
The kid on first went over and said it's okay and hugged him. That's a one-time event. I get it. It happened. I'm not mad at it.
Yeah.
But for every hug after that one, you're doing 50 push-ups.
Yeah.
Dang.
It's like we can't. You're not getting hugs in life all the time. That's just the thing. You're not getting hugs in life all the time. Sometimes you have to forgive yourself, and if the person you offended doesn't forgive you, fuck them.
Ooh.
That's life.
You're becoming Joe Vargas, huh? I'm becoming Adam.
I had to learn. who why do I call you? I'm Anakin. You're Obi-Wan. Mm-hmm. Except for when they had beef.
Like, they got down?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Obi-Wan is killed Anakin. Oh, set that thing on fire.
Ah! I tried.
Obi-Wan is the reason set Anakin on fire, and then he became Darth Vader.
I never knew that.
Yeah, but I'm Anakin, but I'm gonna stay in my lane.
Wait, we were talking. I got confused. I was like, "What are we setting on fire?" Anyway,
Anakin.
I thought. Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's my thing.
You know what though? I guess like in contrast, the chick could have used that, been the bigger person, and kind of spread the message that way instead of being
got
like,
that Rocky
I don't
IV
wanna
platform.
you know, because I thought about it. I was like, what?
Rocky. If you could change, and I could change, we all could change.
Yeah.
In the final speech in Rocky 4.
If he dies, he dies.
No, that was Rocky. That was Rocky 3.
Oh, but you know, I think she could have used the platform a little different. You know, whatever, man. Like that's why I was like, this is a good topic to kind of like debate because, am I far away?
No.
Mike Tyson, that shit.
No, you're good. I'm just making sure I'm sitting right.
Oh, but shit. Okay, sorry. Yeah. Damn it, my train of thought went.
You said that she could have used that platform.
Yeah, she could have used that platform a little differently, you know, in my opinion. But it's tough because it's like, you know, you're kind of representing your own country and it's going through a bunch of turmoil and whatnot. But what fault do the athletes have? It's just like, you know, that's the Olympics have always been fucking political, dude.
Bro, I had a Russian at the gym. I'm not gonna say his name because I think he follows us too. But this motherfucker is like 6'2", 6'3". Oh, let me apologize. He's Ukrainian.
Yeah.
About 6'3", 6'6". He's a big guy. He was in my 630 when I used to teach 630 boxing. And I had a kid from Russia who was like 5'5", about maybe 115, 125 pounds. And the Ukrainian goes, I must kill that motherfucker, coach. I was like, what the fuck? The war's not here, dog, you know?
He said, I must or I almost.
I want to kill him. They said something like, I want to kill that motherfucker, coach. I said, he ain't doing shit to you. I know, but his people is. And I was just like, and then I started thinking, he goes, you know how hard it is? He couldn't find his mom and dad when the shit started.
Yeah.
So he thought his mom and dad were dead.
Yeah.
And they ended up helping. Somebody took them in because they were old.
Yeah.
But that's why I can't give an opinion on that. We don't know if the girl's family died or somebody in her family died or something happened. They lost their home. They blew up their family's home because they blew up a bunch of shit over there.
No, I'm not. And the war is still going on.
Yeah, still going on. So
Again,
it's hard.
I'm not saying.
She's like, I didn't sign up for world peace. Why am I going to be the fucking better person, you know?
Yeah. And you know what? That's something, the one thing to consider too is the cultural perspective. A lot of those countries they think collectively, not individualistically. Like we are an individualist country, meaning
We
like,
claim to be.
Right. Exactly. Well, whatever. However the fuck you want to look at it.
No, I mean, me,
saying?
you, us three right here, 3 individuals. I get it. But then you see that mob mentality out there. What were you were talking about? It's really gotten bad, huh?
Yeah.
All right. It'll be over soon. Make it obvious, though.
Well, I mean, what the fuck? You see something in the fucking video the whole time.
Exactly. Try to burn that bitch alive.
My neighbor's place got gutted. It was in a bad situation. And then all the roaches like, let's go next door. So I had to call.
Hey, man, this is San Diego. All you motherfuckers that act like you guys don't have cockroaches in your house are liars. San Diego's notorious for cockroaches, bro. Like, I've been to some of the cleanest houses and they got roaches.
Oh, now I see why Adam's single. But you were talking about mob mentality. You were telling me about the Detroit incident where this lady was getting stabbed or something. Nobody helped.
Oh, yeah. No, I was talking about, I was reading this book, like at night, I read this book on sociology or social psychology, whatever. Pretty much like people's, how they act within each other, like in society. And it was talking about how fucking there's a scenario, right, where there's a chick getting stabbed, but nobody knows she's getting stabbed. It's like at night, right? And there's like, like a little fucking neighborhood, and all you hear is like screams. But people like wake up and they're like, what's going on? But nobody goes over there to see what's up, right? And this chick gets like fucking stabbed to death. But everybody's like, well, maybe he'll go. No, maybe that guy will go. Or maybe somebody else is already there. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody goes out of their way, right, to fucking go see what's up. That and that all depends. It depends on the situation. Depends on the place that the setting, all the above, But for the most part, it's kind of like an innocent bystander kind of thing. Not many people will go out of their way to try and help somebody else,
And that's a bad thing in society. It's like you gotta. Sometimes you gotta be the superhero. You gotta put your cape on, and gotta go. I had this situation where, I'm going to change it metaphorically to drowning. If you don't know how to swim and you see someone drowning, don't jump in the water. Don't jump in and try and save them, because then 2 people are going to drown. Do your best to go get help. So it's like you have to kind of know what you're capable of in a situation. Like if I see someone beating someone up, I'm fairly capable enough to go in and help that person continue to beat that person up. See, I was joking. Get it?
Yeah.
To help them. I'm fairly capable enough to jump in and see if I can stop that person from beating that person up.
Yeah.
Okay, I've done that a couple times in my lifetime. But I wouldn't be proud of myself if I watched. Mm-hmm. I would be, if either I'm going to get in the middle and try and stop it, or I'm going to just leave. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to be there when it all dust settles and the cops like, hey, did anybody see what happened? Be like, yeah, I saw what happened. No, I would be very sad, about the person I am if I watch someone get beat up. Regardless, you know what I mean? Assuming I don't know the story.
Be like the gazelle that gets caught and like, oh, damn, fuck, you're fucked, I'm out.
That never happens in nature. Like, everybody runs.
Out. Out. Otherwise, we're fucked too.
Exactly. One thing that society does that I do not like at all, and I wish that we could just collectively decide, hey, I'm not going to do this anymore, is turn our camera phones on when something's happening.
You know what? Yeah, I'd like to fucking continue that on into something in a different direction, but I agree with you, man.
Every 100%. Time I see something and I walk away from it, or, I might be a spectator a little bit. When it's over and I'm leaving finally, I'm always going, hey, you know why I love you? I'm like, why? Because you didn't take your phone out. Yeah. You just stay in the moment for whatever. You saw the crazy shit happen, but you didn't do it. You didn't try and become a reporter. There was a kid, whatever. He was an Amazon worker, and he got some tail in the back of the Amazon truck.
Hell yeah!
You remember? You remember this? And somebody filmed it. Filmed the lady get in the Amazon truck.
Oh, he was delivering more than packages.
And then filmed her get out.
She got the real package.
She got the real package. And then somebody filmed it and got the guy fired.
What a fucking hater.
That's what I'm saying. It's like I would much rather be like, me personally, I'd be like, oh, shit. And then when I get to the gym tomorrow, I'll be like, hey, I saw yesterday?
Yeah.
Why aren't we having any more what I saw commercials?
Yeah.
Or conversations, not commercials. We're not, what I saw commercials, where instead of like, hey, look at my phone.
Yeah.
I love that. I have very few friends, very, very, very few friends. I can't say none because like somebody popped into my head right when I was about to say none. But who'd say, hey, look at this? We send each other messages, but we always have something to talk about when we're face to face that doesn't involve our phones.
Right.
What direction did you say you wanted to go to?
No, I just I watched the Bob Marley movie, and I was thinking he was fucking singing and bringing like political leaders together and trying to like fucking bring peace. And I'm like, dude, there's like a shit ton of people in the audience. I was thinking there are no more inspirational artists in the world like that bring inspiration like that. And that goes for the same like and I guess the way to tie it into boxing is in sports either. There's really nobody that's like inspiring. They want to talk about fucking statistics and sports and this is the greatest and he's the greatest and no he's not, but nobody is inspiring anymore, you know what I mean? And I don't know if it's partially due to like social media and that sort of thing or what it is, but you try and think of an artist today that's like inspiring people and bringing people together like internationally. I'm not talking about just in their fucking country, You know
who I'm gonna say? Colin Kaepernick. And like I'm saying,
God damn it.
No, I'm not trying to be funny. Colin Kaepernick,
but he did.
He tried, and he lost his career.
Yeah.
And to me, that sent a message to all athletes.
You know what? You're right. But at least he lost his career, but there's a lot of football players who don't even know their name anymore, and he will forever be embedded like in our heads. His name, you're not gonna forget him,
right? No,
and there's a shitload of football players
they're record breakers, and
there's football players that didn't even get recognized in society out there because they're always wearing a helmet.
For real,
yeah.
You don't even know what they look like.
Yeah, and Kaepernick, we all know who he is.
We recognize him. I think the Giants just offered him a job.
So at the end of the day, what is it? Like being recognized for being a player or recognized for trying to do something right?
But think like you have one of the reasons that Muhammad Ali is so
outside
enamored,
the ring.
because he was like, he spoke his mind. He spoke what he thought
outside
about
the
peace.
ring.
Yeah, he spoke outside the ring. And I don't think, there's
Jim
too many.
Brown, no. Jim Brown, the same thing.
Jim Brown. God damn it.
I mean, you can say what you want to say.
It's like there's two different Jim Browns.
I know.
You know, when I was a kid, Jim Brown first,
It's like there's two OJs.
I love how we always circle this shit back to OJ and like baseball and shit.
Hey, we hate OJ and base.
No, and I was about to talk about, like, I read a book about Jim Brown's book. He wrote a book in like the 80s. And this is what Jim Brown introduced me to O.J. Simpson through this book, because he was talking about organizing the black community. And in the book, he said, when I want to help the black kids and everything and, you know, help the black community, I can't go to O.J. because he's worried about that hurts money and white women.
Yeah.
And I was like, and to me, I was like, oh, well, that's a way to go.
A recipe for disaster.
Yeah. So, but then, like, so, yeah. But what I'm saying is Jim Brown then and Jim Brown in that meeting with Trump, Kanye is that's not the same Jim Brown. You know, that just, but still, it's like you still had activists who were, well, LGBTQ kind of, well, no.
Plus fucking boom, boom, boom. The
Plus
rest of
OU bingo was his name-o. But, well, that's a safe place. I honestly believe that society or these handlers that people have will say, you can't talk about that or we'll lose. And they know exactly how much money they'll lose per conversation.
Oh, dude.
If you mention that.
For sure.
And so they're protecting the bag. You don't have anybody who...
A lot of the shit out there, man, is filtered.
The world is filled with sellouts.
Yeah.
It just is. It's just black, white, just everybody just trying to look out for their own. You know, I don't want to lose any. It's not even money anymore. It's fucking Twitter followers.
Yeah.
You know?
What you think is like the reason why nobody's really inspirational, like in general?
I didn't even think about it till you said it right now. Like, there's nobody that inspires me to be a coach or a fighter. Or it's crazy. Like, I guess that's why every year they always try to make the rookie of the year, and they try to keep us inspired. You know, the MVP. But even those guys are not even inspiring anymore. So I don't know. Like, I've never thought about it like that.
It inspires you not to be a better person. Like, is there any, like,
we're talking about athletes, so I mean,
right? Are there any athletes that inspire you to be a better person? Not an athlete that inspires you to be an athlete.
No, I understand a better person. No, I know, but that's what I'm saying. There's no fighter that grabs my. First, you got to grab our attention.
Yeah.
I think Canelo.
In an indirect way, but it's kind of different because we know him, so we don't we're not inspired by him because we've had conversations with him like this. Like,
when he says we, he means them. Go ahead.
Yeah,
I've seen
he
him
is
spar live.
I mean, don't get me wrong, he is inspiring to see him who he's become. Mm-hmm. But
talking about international, like world renowned inspiration.
Yeah, I mean, he's there. I mean, I want to say probably Messi, but he's not known for like doing great deeds.
Mm-hmm.
Ronaldo is.
Yeah.
Ronaldo.
I think Ronaldo's probably the closest. If you think about it, yeah.
Canelo, I like lately when Canelo said, "I don't like how Turkey Abi Shali."
I love that shit, bro.
Talks to me.
I love that shit.
I was like, yes.
Because he's not selling out to the money.
Yep, he's not. Because Turkey.
Maybe because he has money.
Turkey.
He can afford to do that.
And like me, Turkey yelled at me. I'd be like,
all right,
fucking dick. Okay, yes, I'll do it.
Yeah, because
I wouldn't do that.
Turkey's idea is like, I will offer it. No one will be able to say no to my money. Then Canelo's like, nah.
And then more fighters will probably do that too. Like Tank's right there too. Like, nah.
Yeah, that's from what I heard.
I definitely see Tank.
There's two fighters who are trying to fucking make a fight happen, and it might happen in Saudi. Fucking Devin and Ryan too.
This is not giving a shit what people think about you. That's something that like you get to the world's a pyramid.
Yeah.
You got the people up top. But the people on the bottom are always being told, don't care what other people think about you. Don't compare yourself to the next man. Compare yourself to you yesterday.
Ah, man, that's a touchy subject.
But when we get to the top, we those people give so much of a fuck about what we think of them. But we get tricked into thinking that they don't care.
So there's a lot of I can't remember where the fuck I was reading this, but it's like there's a lot of good information out there for everybody. There's an abundance of information for people to want to be better people. I know you said fucking proclivity. I said abundance, okay? But I think that in reading that, it was like there's a lot of information out there that can help people be better, like financially, like spiritually, whatever. But a lot of the times, people in power don't want those people to know. Don't want too many people to know, because that kind of fucks with the way that things are. You know, it's almost kind of like functionalism. It's almost like you kind of need those people to be where they're at for everybody else to fucking go up. You know what I mean? And in a sense, though, like there's some people who don't have the mental capacity to do so. You know what I mean? To be better.
I read in the Hare Krishna has a book that they consider their reverent word, and this lady gave it to me, and I was at the laundromat, and she's lady just like, hey, can I give you a book? And I was like, yeah, sure, why not? And she handed me the book. She goes, my favorite chapter is this one. And I was like, all right, well, I'm going to turn right to that, and I did. And the first thing I read was, you have to understand that not everybody is as enlightened as you.
Yeah.
And I was like, whoa, that's because we get.
I was gonna ask, what's enlightened mean? Like, your energy you carry, or what?
Like
awareness.
Awareness, yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Awareness.
like how much? Because there's certain people who are.
I don't get it. That's why these motherfuckers take me in a different spin.
There's certain people who aren't aware of like certain things, like they don't see. You know what I mean? Like trying to give an example. You know, like some people just kind of walk around the world just kind of oblivious to shit. You know what I mean? They don't know any better.
I feel like I wasn't enlightened right now.
They don't know any better. Yeah, like those people who like, hey, what's your goal? It's like it's to be a millionaire in 2 years. I get that. That's their space. Yeah. I get that. I want to be rich. I'm not gonna lie. I want to be rich. I hope to one day have enough money where money is not a concern for me. But that's not my goal. My goal is to be the type of person that has that. It's not really to be a rich person. It's just it's on that path. But I don't knock the people who that is their goal.
Yeah.
You know, I understand. I'm like, okay, like if that person was enlightened as I've had to go through so much fucking hell to become as enlightened as I am. Where I was like, when I see somebody who's not enlightened as me, I'm like, oh, they have had a graceful life. Yeah.
Well, a lot of it comes down to fucking. I've seen different perspectives. Like, oh, I'm trying to know myself. I'm trying to find myself. It's like, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's more so like, it's like you're letting go of yourself, because everything that you are up to this point is whatever the fuck you were taught to be. You know what I mean? So it's like you got to figure out who you are. You can create whoever you want to be, you know?
That's one time I had this kid, like 4 or 5 years ago. He told me, hey, coach, I need some time off. I need to go find myself.
Really? You said that out loud?
I said, yeah. I said, oh, that's cool, mijo. Do me a favor. When you find yourself, tell that motherfucker to go to a different gym, dog, because I don't need you here no more. Soft motherfucker. Tell him to take you somewhere else, dog.
You have those people that's the language that they're taught.
Yeah.
Like that's perfect. They thought they were being enlightened by saying, I need to go find myself.
But I was enlightening them, huh?
Yeah.
You gotta go fucking strip everything away.
You do. You have to
She just looked at me like
there are so many there are so many times in a day where I'm just like, what do I need to let go, or what am I afraid to let go of? And it's
if you're having that conversation with yourself, you're a little.
Wait, what? Finish the sentence.
You're a tough guy.
No, it's like there are things I've willfully let go. I've just, you know what, this is the hot stove. I'm gonna let it go. But then there's some things where I'm like, oh, you know, I'd be so much better. Like here's the thing, and I'm probably not gonna say it out loud. I gotta freaking fix it, but I'll just say it out loud. I cannot go to sleep without watching TV. I just lay there in the dark and let my mind run around until I fall asleep. And it's just I just can't do it. I won't do it. And every night I get in, I get in the bed, I turn on American Dad, and then...
It's just a habit that you've had since a child, it sounds like, you know?
Yes. Like, yeah. I've always, like, when I was a kid, I had so many... This is funny. I had so many Bill Cosby cassettes. I would listen to Bill Cosby. That man would talk me to sleep every night.
What about now?
Nah, just, he makes me drinks.
That's just leaving.
So it's like now it's like, now I'm going to have to, when I get into bed tonight, I'm just going to, and I've had periods where I just do not turn anything on. I just suffer through half hour, 45 minutes it takes to fall asleep. And I wake up in the morning, I'm like, oh, I did it. Oh, wow, I did it.
I go to sleep in like 3 seconds, so I don't know.
Really? Oh, man, people who do that, there are a lot of you, and when I talk to you guys, I'm like, man, that's a blessing.
Yeah, I don't know why. I just out.
When I fall asleep, when I lay in bed, my brain just starts going, hey, remember that thing? Like
it wakes up. Your brain wakes up and your body wants to fucking rest on.
It does, starts talking about things, starts remembering stuff that I would really prefer it not bring up anymore. Like, it's supposed to be buried somewhere near my pancreas, like deep down inside. All right, we were able to keep the filler going while you were gone.
Yeah.
That was much needed. I was like, I'm not making it.
I got it more involved.
I had a question.
Oh, yeah?
I had a question that I thought of today, and I was like, we had a person at the gym stop coming. The membership canceled. They canceled their membership, and they went on to golf.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm just like, that could work for them. Like, my first instinct was like, quit. But I'm like, no. Maybe that first. Have you ever seen somebody quit boxing and go off, still be a good person?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. The goal is to help people become good people, man. And not everybody's gonna be a fighter, you know.
Mm-hmm.
True.
But it's just teaching them discipline and structure.
Okay.
I know you're talking about. That kid was young.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's good. He found something that he likes.
Yeah,
it brings him close to his dad.
And that's where I went. I didn't know about the dad thing.
Yeah.
But that's even better.
Yeah.
That's even better. But I was just like, quit. Because I gym shamed somebody a week ago. I ran into somebody, and they hadn't seen me. I was like, oh, what's going on? And he was like, I'm working at this gym. And it was one of those boutique gyms. And I was like, ugh, really? Like, I couldn't even hold it in. I just, really?
What a dick.
But that was like, maybe that's their speed, you know? Yeah. Maybe that's them, you know?
Oh, yeah, for sure, man. There's something out there for everybody, bro.
It was like, not everything has to be a punch in the eye that, you know, or, you know, I don't know. Some people learn with softer lessons.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not one of those people. But there are some. And that I think that's cool for them. We got a reply back from Aaliyah.
Yeah.
Like last week, Aaliyah's been asking us questions. We got some more questions. Because she's asked us a lot of questions. Freaking 20, what do you call it? 21 questions from 50 cents.
Yeah. Love you like a fat kid loves cake. Fair line.
All right. So Aaliyah said, hi. So I listened to the most recent episode. I enjoyed it. Thank you.
Why you gotta read it like
I'm trying to read it in her voice. She's a very nice person.
You don't sound nothing like her, though.
I'm working on it. Thank you for answering some of my questions. Smiley face. And to answer you guys' question about my goals, I'll send you a pic of my 5-year goal list. I have them broken down per year, monthly, and then daily to help me stay motivated or whatever. Also,
yeah, whatever.
I know I look a little crazy because I train so much. I just train a lot because I love the grind, the discipline, and boxing. I'm like a softer David Goggins. I'm like a softer David Goggins too when it comes to sports. Plus, I'm used to training for 2-3 hours a day. She thinks she was because I played soccer all my life. But I was gonna say that. But I think the day Maggie saw me, I was just having a bad evening and needed to get it out of my head.
What is that? What? What do you mean?
When you said you saw her working out one time. You're like, damn, this girl's still here?
Oh, yeah?
And I think...
Oh, yeah, that time where I was like, damn, she came back.
Yeah. And I think that, like, everything that I just read out loud is from a perfect person. As perfect as a person as we're going to get into society. She's aware of herself. She knows she needs to stay motivated. Not just make a list, but she's like, what do I need to do to stay motivated? I need to make a list. I need to look at, and I just break it down. 5-year, yearly, monthly, daily.
And there's some people who
just cross their
that
fingers.
works for them, and that, you know, that's great. That's awesome.
No, I do it like here. Like,
yeah, there's some people who really break it down to like every hour, dude. Like I've seen that, and I was like, Jesus Christ, I don't know. I would overwhelm myself like that. You know what I mean?
I can't do it every hour. Like every morning while I'm drinking my coffee, I write down.
Dude, I think it's because like boxing is like not it's so unpredictable, dude. Like you know, like not just the sport itself, like, but the shit around it is that I'm just used to it. I embrace it. I don't know.
No, I think it's, but you have to. I always look at Kyle Irwin. He trains out of Jamie's Professional. Oh, he's one of your fighters, isn't he, Coach?
He fights on the 31st, guys.
Yeah. And just, I watch him show up to the gym a half hour before his workout starts and prepare for his workout. And then after his workout,
sometimes
after his workout's over,
Kyle.
he
cools down
too
too much.
Yeah.
And I just like to me, that's how we're supposed to approach life, with that space in
That
between.
kid loves fucking working. He just loves to fucking, what people call grind or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to be careful because you can grind down to fucking dust.
And I think people who, let's see, burnout. You mean when you talk about grind down dust, people just burn out, it's like I can't do it anymore. That's what I have to protect myself from, is from burning out. But it's because it's such, every moment is so gung-ho, I don't give myself an easy day or whatever, that you just kind of have to give yourself a nice, easy day where you can go, I'm going to go run. I'm not going to run fast. I don't care how long it takes me. Those people, when they're able to do that, they don't burn out. You know, like that's what I'm looking at.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go to back to the questions from Aaliyah. All right, let's see, for all of you. Let's see, we did the boxing movies, we did the goals. Ooh, who are your favorite athletes and coaches, athletes/coaches, and why?
Oh, interesting, because we were just kind of talking about this.
So let's
present or
ever.
Ever.
I'll start. Bo Jackson. Bo Jackson's my favorite athlete. Like, it's just the guy who just couldn't see, who could always see past the wall standing in front of him. Sometimes literally. Like, he was just going to run through it. He was going to hit a home run over it. He was going to climb up it. Remember that? That run he did up the center field wall? And I think it was in Kansas City. Everybody still shows that. It's just like, that's crazy that he ran up that wall. But he was an ultimate athlete. And I was so in love with Bo Knows Bo that I had the poster, I had the video that was released, and I bought the book Bo Knows Bo, and I just read them, you know.
Bo Knows Bo.
And he was just an ultimate athlete, like just a guy who just wanted to do his job the best he could.
I don't think there'll be nobody like him, like besides Deion Sanders, probably close. But Deion wasn't that good at baseball.
Neither of them were that good at baseball.
I mean, but Bo was respectable.
Yeah, you know what? Deion, they have a game, Kansas City versus New York.
Shit, just to be on the fucking team, you're successful, bro. But I'm just saying, you know, it's not. I'm not hating on. They're both bad. I can't think of any athletes doing that now with contract. I mean, they've always had a contract, but the way we look, society now looks at people like, no, you're just gonna be a football player.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, there's not gonna. I don't think that there's ever gonna have.
Remember when Roy Jones, even though it wasn't professional, he played a semi-pro basketball game and then he went and fought that day.
Yeah, yeah.
He was
that story.
He was a boxer. You know, Roy Jones Jr. did that too.
What was his name? Tim Tebow.
I think Michael Jordan was one of those who did shit like that. He'd go play like rounds of golf and then go play at night. Yeah, it does. You gotta be out there in the fucking sun, fucking
walking around
and shit, dude.
No.
Where you could be recovering.
But Michael Jordan, he batted over 250. Like that's a huge success. But there's a game between
Michael Jordan was over the Mendoza land
in the minors.
Yeah, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Bless you.
There was a Yankees played the Royals. Bo Jackson hit 3 home runs in this game, and Deion is up to bat. Bo Jackson's hit 3 home runs. Deion's up to bat, and he hits it to center field, and it should have been a single, but Bo Jackson played it for a dive and missed it. Dislocated his shoulder and gave Deion an inside the park home run. And I'm always like, dude, I wish you had played that better. So Deion would have stayed off of that mention. He wouldn't have got any mention that day at all. But everybody talks about that game. It's like, remember that game where Bo hit 3 and Deion hit an inside the Parker? Deion didn't hit an inside the Parker. He hit probably a single that got played wrong. But that's me. Who's your favorite athlete?
Fuck, I don't know, bro. It's a hard one. I would say I have a lot of them, so it's really unfair. Mine's gonna be somebody you guys least expect.
Wade Boggs?
Ronnie Lott.
Really? Running back for the San Francisco
Safety.
49ers. Oh, that's right. He was a safety. He was a safety. My bad.
Safety. Just the thought of him cutting, broke his finger. And I don't know the story. I've heard a bunch of stories where he cut his finger off. He kept playing. We could research it before we know something about him breaking his finger off and just finish the game. Ronnie Lott for that. And coaches, I probably have to say Eddie Futch or I don't know. Yeah, see, he amputated his own pinky.
Damn.
You don't see players doing that shit right now. They got to spring their finger. They're out for 2 fucking 8 weeks and shit.
He's just like, just get
real though.
Just get it. But that's an athlete. Yeah.
He was one of the best too. It's not like he just did that and everybody knows him for that. He was in there. He was smashing people.
Matter of fact, playing Tecmo Bowl, he was
the best one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like on defense, he was like
Walter Payton.
And Bo Jackson.
Bo Jackson.
He had
Jackson.
that.
He's like,
Yeah, he could run to the end and back.
these
So
kids are probably like, what the fuck is that? Huh?
nah, they know Tecmo Bowl. It's one of
That's the original Madden, dog.
Google Bo Jackson Tecmo Bowl. It was the best video you ever seen. It was on a Family Guy one time. They put that on Family Guy.
For reals?
Yeah, it was a funny scene. It was like, hey, you guys want to play Tecmo Bowl? And then Quagmire goes, all right, but nobody can be nobody can be the Raiders or Bo Jackson. And then he just runs back and forth. It was freaking hilarious.
And another athlete that I really like, and I'm going to hate myself for saying this one, is Larry Bird.
Why?
Because he wasn't what you would think he would be when you looked at him.
He wasn't scared.
He wasn't scary looking,
No, he definitely wasn't.
but he was scary to play against.
Yep.
I like those kind of guys. Your Ray Lewis, he's one of my favorite, but he looks scary. Brian Dawkins from the Eagles, he looked scary.
Coach thinks black guys are scary.
No, bro, I fought a lot of them. I don't care what they look like. I just don't like
white guys aren't.
I just like the guys that don't look mean.
Yeah, no.
Like that's why in boxing, like Ray Leonard, nobody saw him coming. De La Hoya, nobody saw him coming.
Really?
Ali, I'm Purdy, and he kept beating everybody. I like those guys that you can't tell will beat your ass.
Kind of like everybody hates on Ryan.
Like Ryan Garcia,
Yeah.
he doesn't look like he can fight. You look at him and you look at him and you put in any other fighter and you'd be like, I would rather fight the other guy.
Mm-hmm.
I never looked at it like that.
Most of the fighters that are really good, I just like athletes that surprise me.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't see that coming.
Yeah, no one saw Larry Bird coming, period, whatsoever, except his wife.
Okay. I think never mind. I'm gonna be quiet on that one, though.
I don't know why I did that. That wasn't right. All right,
on,
Maggie, your favorite athlete?
Oh, it's my turn.
Mm-hmm.
My turn.
I loved soccer growing up, so my favorite athlete
Evil alien dog.
was Ronaldinho because of the way he played the game. He played it like he had long curly hair, Brazilian.
Ronaldinho? I never heard of him.
I know
Are you
guys are
joking?
fucking
I heard
around.
of
He's joking.
Ronaldo.
'Cause I definitely haven't.
No, I'm dead ass. I haven't
No,
heard
for
of him.
real?
Like-
Pull up a picture of Ronaldinho. It's Ronald Inho. He played the game.
Guacho?
Yeah, the Gaucho.
I know. Oh, yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
He ugly. But he looks like
He was
Jay-Z.
in the era of the original Ronaldo.
He was the original.
That's why I remember Ronaldo.
That's what. Yeah.
The bald-headed guy?
Yeah, but he was my favorite player because of the way he played the game. He played it not to make a shit ton of money. He played it because when you would watch him, it's like he was dancing with the ball. It was crazy.
Is that who you sent? Who?
That's Maradona.
Okay, because Coach sent me a guy just like he's like sent me a
Life
link
is
one
lit.
time. It's like you
There's
gotta be like
videos
this.
of him when he's a little kid. There used to be these commercials that Nike would do, and he was like a little kid, and he was doing that shit since he was fucking out the womb. But yeah,
I like the reason. Imagine like sports without money. Like there was only
Playing
love
for the love of the game.
only love, like
A
without
lot of
money.
people would get weeded out for sure.
That would be crazy. I would.
I would love if I could. What about if in sports, if it was only incentives? You only get paid for incentives.
Like what?
It would be
like a
dirty.
house?
I
Like
think.
50 home runs.
Yeah, I think it would.
Oh,
I think.
okay.
I think it would
It'd
be
be different.
dirtier. I think it would be dirtier. Like doping.
These people trying to like fucking.
Yeah, people.
There's gonna be. I haven't looked into it too much, but there's enhanced games. It's called. Where they're gonna let people.
Are they still talking about
PEDs? That? Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, they're gonna let like the fuck it PEDs.
That sounds like just some.
I am curious, and I will watch.
I'm not saying Jake Paul is an enhanced athlete, but it just sounds like right up his arena of something he'd hype up. Like it's not real. Is it a real sport? I don't know, but
don't be talking about my favorite fighter, though. That's my favorite fighter.
I wouldn't be happy about it. I wouldn't be happy about those.
I think she asked about coaches too, and you guys didn't say one coach.
Oh, my favorite coach is Joe Vargas.
Thanks, dog.
Phil Jackson.
I was gonna say him.
Bill Russell.
Bill Russell?
Yeah.
Who do you have?
The Celtics.
Celtics.
Then Joe Vargas.
That's fucked up. How about baseball? Pick a coach in baseball.
A coach in baseball, definitely. It would be I can't. Dusty Baker.
Moises Alou.
Ah, yeah.
I mean his dad. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm. Moises Alou. He played for Expos.
Expos, yeah.
Yep. I would definitely go Dusty Baker. Trying to think of any other.
Now you don't know baseball coach.
Tommy Lasorda was fun.
Yeah, he was
Hell no, I don't know. Oh, actually, the one from the Yankees. What was his name?
Joe Torre?
Him.
Yeah.
Joe Torre. Whatever.
That motherfucker.
Pat Riley.
Pat
Riley was a good coach.
Lakers and Heat, right?
Yep.
I don't even like basketball.
Phil Knight.
Phil Knight, that's college, no?
No, he was a fucking.
No, he was college. He choked out.
In the pros, huh?
No, he choked out his athletes.
Oh, okay.
He got Phil Knight. Yeah. He got in trouble because he would always yell. He was a very aggressive coach. One of those like, I'm throwing a chair at you now.
What was the fucking Bulls and the Lakers coach name then?
Phil Jackson.
That
and the Bulls was Phil. Yeah,
wrong Phil. My bad. I meant that guy.
Yeah, he was always throwing something onto the court, whatever.
Wrong Phil, guys.
So let me see. Okay, so those are the questions. Then we got one from where? Oh, we got a little bit more time.
What's up? What's the next one?
All right, you did. Oh, some Maggie answered both. Oh, so we all answered the what made you choose sports psychology?
Yep, did that.
Oh no, here's the second one. How do you apply what you've learned when working with your fighters?
You're talking that's for me
specifically.
What I've learned, honestly, the majority of the shit that I learn, I do it through observation. But the stuff that I have learned is kind of like fucking goal setting. And I think the one thing that has helped me a lot within sports psychology would be self-talk, like the way that people talk to each other. And I observe that a lot. The way that they talk to other people, the way that they talk to people that authority figures, everything.
To themselves?
To themselves. Yep.
And
self-talk is the one thing for sure that's helped me a lot.
That's probably like one thing you've always put through me. Like, remember when it was one time, and I'll never forget this. Coach's like, man, I hate it that I never got to see you do stand-up comedy. And I went, you ain't missed much. And then Mag just walked away. That's great. That's great to say about yourself. Just walking away. Just loud enough for me to hear it, feel it, but just not. But she walked away, so I couldn't argue with her. And I was like, God damn.
She's right though.
Yeah, she was right. You know, she was exactly right. She's always been very encouraging with the self-talk. But another thing I like about Mag's coaching ability and skills is when she wants you to learn something or impart something on you, she has a way of getting down to your level so you can understand her.
Yeah.
That I always really, really appreciate. You know, it's like, you know, like I picture Mag as the parent and the person she's talking to as a toddler, and she kind of like, hey, okay, that was good, but here's what I want you to do. It's so, and you
little buddy, huh?
You kind of, you get it. She's not nice about it. She's very kind and gentle, but once, yeah, right? Like you hey, this I'm gonna tell you this once. If I see you ignore it, I'm never gonna fucking tell you another thing ever again in your life.
I was like, when have I was like, oh yeah, I've done that. Yeah, I know what you mean.
All right, then next one is, to me, it's like, if you had to write a book tomorrow, what would it be about? Why is that funny?
We need a whole fucking other podcast for that.
That's another hour right there, dog.
One, I'm not putting it out. Like, I'm not like, oh, write about. Then everybody starts writing a book about it. What I would do is
50 Shades of Grey.
Oh, definitely. He missed a couple steps. I got 59 shades of gray. But no, I would
69.
60. Yeah, I missed it. I missed an obvious joke. But I would
Take that one.
write more about the redemption. A lot of times it's like either a hero is awesome and like Jack Reacher. I don't know if you guys
Negative.
No, he's
Cruise.
an infallible character in the book and in the movie.
Infallible.
Is that he can't be beat. So it's like every time he gets into a fight, you know he's gonna win. You know he never gets beat. But I think that today's contemporary literature is missing out on the depth that a person or a character or protagonist has to fall in order to climb to rise back
the
up.
fucking question.
Adam, what the fuck would you write a book about?
Yeah, like that's the fuck. You laughed. You took me in a big old fucking circle, dog.
We're both just fucking
Just
looking
waiting
at
for
you
him to
like,
say something,
Where's the
dog.
point?
Love. I'd write
Okay,
about love.
and then fucking getting your heart broken and then loving again.
And
Yeah,
breaking
and still
hearts,
having the
breaking
hope to
hearts.
love.
I'm not breaking hearts.
You never broke one heart?
By accident, a lot.
See, don't say you never done it then.
I'm not
Write a
saying
book
I never-
write a book about that.
All right.
Yeah.
The hearts you broke.
What's Coach's question?
How can you
All my
redemption?
exes live in Texas.
It's fucking hot over there right now.
Yeah, I know. That's why I moved.
Over there.
All right, now
They
for
have nice
joke.
houses though.
Okay, yeah. When did you walk away from the gang life?
I never did. What, you see my fucking cups? You don't see my gear and everything at the gym, dog?
In parentheses, she put, I'm assuming he has.
Hell no. Once from the hood, always from the hood. If I walked away, I can never go back to my neighborhood without getting ostracized. I'm not active, but I never walked away.
How did you become inactive?
You're like in the inactive reserves.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like a reserve for life, dog.
How did, okay, and what made you,
I
like,
kicked up enough dust that I don't have to prove nothing to nobody.
okay. Because usually it's that.
So out of fear, respect, and everything, people left me alone. You're kind of like a little nutty. People would kind of like, oh, I don't want to fuck with him. So I'm super cool. Like, I'm the nicest guy in the world. But at that time, if you got on my bad side, one of us was going to fucking suffer badly. But
One of us.
Allegedly.
one of us, yeah.
Yeah, you gotta.
But yeah, I never really walked away from it. I just kind of like turned it down a little bit. I'm still playing the music very low.
You're like on like.
And I love it. Like when coaches peeps show up to the.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, like
If I
I'm
wasn't
like,
active, they wouldn't swing by. You know?
I just, hey, how are you guys? Hey, fellas. All right, coach, I'll see you later.
Nerd.
It's embarrassing, boy.
Embarrassing, boy.
I try not to be an embarrassment.
No,
That's
no,
what-
not at all. Yeah, but I never really walked away from something that influenced my upbringing. I just don't take part of in anything that will get me in trouble. If they get together to, put some money in one of our friends' book who's in prison, or I help out if somebody passes away, I help out to raise money. And am I out there doing bad things? No, I'm not. But they're all a phone call away.
Mm-hmm.
They're all a phone call away. And when my brother passed away last year, they were all at my house. They were there more than my so-called friends who I met through away from that life.
Dude, so-called friends of fuck.
Yeah, so those guys, I can call them right now. Be like, hey, boy, I crashed my car. They come and get me.
Mm-hmm.
If I call somebody else, is it your fault? What did you do? Like,
Like the
I don't
Cat
want to be
Williams.
around that. Those motherfuckers
Man.
come, no questions asked.
Yep.
So yeah, I never walked away.
All right.
I'm just behaved.
All right. Aaliyah's we now kind of suspect she's a cop.
I know, she's like asking us for Social Security. It's like that scene. It's like that scene from what's that movie called? The one with when they're all cops and shit with Jack Nicholson and DiCaprio.
Heat?
Oh,
wait.
Departed.
Departed. She's like
Departed.
Departed, huh?
I'm going to watch that this weekend.
Oh, you
She's
haven't
like,
watched it?
Oh, you haven't watched it?
I saw it, but when my mind was in a different place, I wasn't able to pay attention to
You
stuff.
remind me of the black cop that's in that. It's from Boston.
The Departed.
Yeah.
Worcestershire.
I'm gonna watch it.
That's a good movie.
Worcestershire.
All right, so we're out.
We are out. You
Like,
guys
subscribe, share,
Comment and all that
Tell your
shit.
mom about
comment,
me.
and wait. I like these questions, man. Ask some questions.
Yes, ask some
Like,
questions.
is Maggie mean and for real? She's fucking. I'll tell you guys everything you guys ask. This dude's an asshole.
You got to ask the right questions.
Yeah.
All right. You guys are awesome. Keep it up. Bye.
Peace.
Yeah.
This has been a Point and Yell production. Yeah, I think the words, but sometimes they don't come out of my mouth no good.